What's up? Hello. What's good, everybody? It is Thursday night, so we're ready to get back into it. Sorry for the technical difficulties getting set up. I don't know what happened, but for some reason, this was not showing up on our YouTube site, so had to reboot, and here we go. And the one I'm going down this path with again, you already know we're heading through the galaxy with You Blink, and that's all, folks. What's up, fandom? How we doing?
I felt when I saw this episode, I blinked like once, maybe twice, and I was like, "That's it? Did I miss something? I have to watch it maybe another time."
I'm telling you, it went by quick. Just action, and done.
Action packed.
Just that's how you know it's the best. They always leave you wanting more. What's up, AK Nody Stan? How we doing?
I am all right. A little slightly under the weather, but I'm making it, man.
Let's see if we can make it feel a little bit better with talking some Ahsoka right here, part 7. We are already there, the penultimate episode. Where did the time go? I feel like I blinked and the whole season was over.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. Should have been more. Maybe. I don't know. Because if they put in more stuff, I'll be afraid if they hit us with like a filler or two.
Oh, yeah, you don't want that. We're talking about if Balin's character doesn't die in this next episode, what do you think will play him? Oh, who do you think will play him next season? I don't know. Maybe they just talk about him and don't even recast him. He's such a stud. I almost don't want him to be recast. What do you think about that, AK?
Yeah. I don't know. It's the way they left it. It seems like he's going to be alive, so it likely will be a recast. Because I think they've put a bit too much spotlight on, the mystery of this thing that he's actually going for, which is a side quest to everyone else. So if they are going to do something with that, they have to give us another actor.
I hope we get a scene with him and Bendu.
I hope they get someone that's great.
Bring it home. Show me some him and Bendu talking to each other like Bendu and Kanan did. That'd be so sick. I would just be losing my mind over that. That'd be amazing. But we're going to get into it. Dreams and Madness. And what's up, fandom? You have any reason or any idea whatsoever why this episode was even called Dreams and Madness? Because I couldn't make the correlation.
Probably because it's still on that whole Dathomir homeland place. But other than that, no clue.
Yeah, I mean, other than the fact that he said this place is like dreams and nightmares come to life or whatever. Like, that's the only association I can even make with it. I don't know. I kept waiting to see some kind of dreams and madness going on, and there's some madness, I guess.
Bought.
What's that?
I said, I think he's been bought.
Bought
just like the dude they found that was running the shipyard outpost that was actually loyal to the Sith. Mm-hmm. I think this guy's trying to tamper that because he's been bought too.
Skull? You think Balon Skull's been bought?
Oh, no. You said Balon. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the guy at the council.
Oh, yeah. No, of course, yeah. For him, Ziono, yeah, he's for sure on the dark. So we're going to talk about it. Let's just get into it. We, of course, start with Hera addressing the Senate Council and for some reason having to still defend her actions. Like, even though those Senate retrievers saw with their own eyes what went down, like, at this point, like you were just saying, I have no doubt that Senator Ziono is still working for the Empire and is definitely awaiting the return of Thrawn. Or is he just a political asshole, fandom? What's up with him?
It's the first and second point you made, but also could just be like fear, like going right back into a war. Like, how long have they been, like, fighting against the Republic, the Empire thing, to then going right back into this with now Thrawn? So it's like fear of the inevitable. So you're just like, okay, maybe you're just not coming back. Don't bring hopes up. Because even if the whole Thrawn thing is a lie, still that can even like cause up more things. So it's like, you just wanted to be just a hush-hush. This ain't happening. Court-martial this woman. Be done with it. But I don't know
who else did that?
Who?
Sorry, go ahead, finish.
But was he like in the Clone Wars or Rebels or something? That same guy, no? Or
that
is
character?
A new character?
Okay. Never seen or heard of him before, Ahsoka.
Okay.
Never, not once. Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure out his name. I know Ziono. That's a hard one. Xiono. That's a weird name, but it's Star Wars.
Yeah, something like that.
What were you saying, AK?
The in another story, person that was doing that was trying to convince everyone that Voldemort was not indeed back. And what happened? Yeah. Everyone almost died. Yeah, you can't stick your head in the sand when it comes to threats like that. That's ignorant.
Yeah, I don't think he's stupid. I think he's just corrupt. I don't know though. I mean, I think the backstory on him, like his son's like a Jedi pilot and X fighter, and he's all mad about that. He didn't want him doing that, so he could just be a political asshole. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. They're definitely painting him out to be like he's definitely going to be on Team Thrawn when he gets back. But I love how Captain Teva piped up saying, "What about the conflict on Mandalore?" Like, hey, everybody, remember I was in that too? That was pretty sick.
So random as hell. I'm like, you'll tell me you just came in here just to sit down
Seriously.
next to Chopper and just say Mandalore.
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
Remember, I've been in here. I'm a returning character. Don't forget about me, people. That was amazing. But then Senator Ziono said he saw a general that used her position for personal gain. Like, what exactly did she gain on this mission, other than knowledge that Thrawn's return is inevitable? Like, she's out there getting ready to save the galaxy, and you're up here just throwing like roadblocks in the way. Like, what is this man's problem? I don't get what
Still
personal
trying to
gain.
figure it out.
Yeah, what personal gain did he think he got from that? Like, that just made no sense to me. But then I simply heard two words: how rude. And I was like, no, they didn't just bring C-3PO into this series. I was like, oh, I was so hyped. All I had to do was hear that voice. I was so lit.
Yeah.
Like, that put the biggest smile on my face. Best cameo yet. How hyped were you, fandom?
Extraordinary. Because obviously, R.I.P. to Carrie Fisher. She can be in the series. So
Yes.
they sent,
R.I.P. to our
C-3PO,
lady.
which was just great. Just great.
You haven't seen any Ahsoka or Rebel. I mean, you haven't seen any Rebels or Clone Wars, but how do you feel about the C-3PO reunion, AK?
Oh, everybody knows C-3PO. Yeah,
That's what I'm
absolutely.
saying.
I thought it was fun, and also he came in, and the stupid ass guard just standing there in front of him, blocking him. Like, do you not know who that is, sir? Move.
Boy, you better put some respect on that man's
Stand
name.
in my man's name, right?
I mean, even the Chancellor herself stood up when that bot entered the room. You better tell it.
C-3PO. Yes, come sit, talk. You're most welcome. That's the reverence he's supposed to get.
That was respect. That's the way it should be. I was so lit. I was like, yeah, that was a good one. That was my favorite cameo yet. And the way he came in too, so rude. Like, you just knew it instantly. Like,
right. You know he gonna talk his shit every time.
Yeah, bring him in. But I'm not sure how many of you know the background, but like when Ahsoka left the Jedi Order, she became like the undercover secret agent spy for the Alliance for a while. And she used the name Fulcrum. And when she stopped doing it, like a turned captain from the Imperial Security Bureau, Alexander Callis kind of took up the mantle. And even Princess Leia's like adoptive father, Senator Bail Organa, is like used the title. Mm-hmm. So it's no shocker that like Senator Leia like came to Hera's rescue right there in her time of need. Like, it's not the first time one of them came to her rescue, and it won't be the last. So that was pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
I loved all that tie-in. But I know you noticed, like Fannin was saying, Chopper getting all like hyped when that senator started talking about, we can't
when
believe
he started
this.
Talking shit.
Oh, he's a mere droid. Chopper was bopping like, what you
Chopper
doing?
looking like, hold on, motherfucker, wait a minute. Like, dude literally put his hand on him, like, hey, calm down. Like, Chopper was about to jump over that table right onto that dude's forehead, and I would not have been mad if he did.
Oh, it was amazing.
Chopper has killed what? Millions possibly within the whole Clone Wars. Like, oh my god, he'll kill another.
Chopper.
Dude, Chopper's about that life. You better recognize. Captain Teva had to hold my man's back, like he was ready to throw the bows on everybody. I was like, get him, Chopper. They don't know yet. They
right?
Don't know. But after Hera is cleared of all charges, Chancellor Mon Mothma asked her, like, in private, how real are the chances of Thrawn's return? And Hera's like, you better get ready, because we have to pray for the worst and hope for the best, but get ready, because he is coming. So I like that opening scene. That was pretty tight. But they obviously realize, like, how amazing the Purrgil rolling through hyperspace looks and give us another beautiful opening visual. Like, I don't know why I'm so awed by that, but I just get geeked out when I see them going through the hyperspace. Like, it is just beautiful with the colors and shit. It's just so clean and vivid. I don't know why it hits me so hard.
I love how they looked.
What's that?
They came out. So I love how they looked when they came out.
Yeah. Or even like when they're getting ready to, like when they start glowing and then just zap out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the whole thing is just,
like huge cuttlefish.
Oh, the Purrgil are tight. And then we see Ahsoka is still training and learning with her master. And like, how dope was that? Like, he took the time to make training videos for her when he wasn't around. Like, get him, Anakin. Like, he wasn't all bad. He was the shit before
Not back then.
Yeah,
no, he was actually all right.
Before he turned to Vader, he was doing things.
That's why he didn't give
the most powerful Force users.
What's that,
So
Phantom?
he had
I'm
skill.
surprised she didn't give like those tapes to like Luke and be like, oh yeah, by the way, he was your pops.
Yeah, but I mean, it's her master too. I mean, that's basically almost the same thing as a dad, maybe almost even more so. So it's like, I get it. I mean, that's her.
Yeah, because she was a kid when they started with her, right? Yeah,
that's like a
That's
father
the
figure.
post-con.
For her. Definitely a bigger brother. So I mean, she's not going to want to give the last thing she has from him. Like that's her way to
Absolutely.
stand.
Come
They were
on,
they were legit made for her.
This is
What's
like
that,
X
man?
amount of like years, and they got like copies and tapes. Come on now, they gonna use
He's like,
a copy.
can my man get a copy of his dad? Can we get a copy?
Like, can we get a mixtape? A little bit, just a little bit.
Oh, feel it. The Purgle originally, I don't think they're. I'm loving the Purgle. I am down with the Purgle. I think they're dope. And like I said, just the vivid, like brightness of it all is just amazing. But Heating is detected. The whales are slowing down, so they must be nearing their destination. And I love how he's like always spewing what we're thinking. Like the chances are astronomically slim that the whales are even bringing them to the right galaxy, much less the right planet. And Ahsoka's just like always gaslighting him, just messing with his robotic emotions. Like, dude, he even gave her an Oliver Putnam grunt at one point. Like, I feel you, Yang. Like, quit messing with this man. He's just trying to get you to
That conversation was hilarious. What was the ending for them on that? Like she's basically talking shit about some stuff that he said, and he comes back at her. I think.
Oh, she was coming back at him like,
I was right.
You should have said something like it was so like the numbers were so bad. You should have.
Well, I did.
Good. He's like, I did. And she's like, oh, and then she just looked at him and like, he had to give the Oliver.
Right. That's why he looked like, damn it. Look, I'm done with you.
Enough. Oh, I love the robot with the emotion. It's fantastic. But when these poor whales are in it, like the enemy, they just set up an entire minefield anticipating their arrival. So I felt bad for the Purgle. Like, we didn't come for all this. Like, it didn't take long for them to be like, no, we are not staying for this. They just bounced. Like, good thing Ahsoka flew out when she did. She would have missed her window.
Well, not even that. They are some durable space creatures. Like, all them bombs going off in different places, not one of them died.
And I mean, I imagine they have sonar, but they got to be pretty thick. I'm guessing when you're gaslighting through hyperspace, like going that fast, you're gonna have like bouncing off you here and there. So they got
the blower count is real, and space is cold as shit. So yeah, they would have heavy protective skin,
titanium armor, pretty basically. I'm guessing.
Right, like, that's pretty cool too. I want one as a pet.
Right. So they go from one barrage to another when they head for the minefield and get out of it, but then they go right into the debris to evade the incoming fighters. And like, I like that little dig Thrawn got in. Like, yes, they're going to try and hide. The Jedi have become very good at hiding.
They've been doing that for years.
Ooh, I was like, zing!
Damn.
Thrawn's got them zaps. I like how they let Thrawn explain his actions too to Morgan, so we can all hear like his genius thought process. That was pretty cool. But that was
that's the smartest way to do it.
Oh, that was awesome. And then the way that was cool to see like the Nodi caravan in motion. Like, I don't know why I didn't think their camper shells would hover like that, but that was clean. I thought that looked pretty tight.
That's what I'm saying. Their tech is not to slouch on. It works out very well for them.
And yet their weapons are slingshots.
I mean, okay, look, and we got an explanation for that. Like, they are peaceful people, but that don't mean they don't know how to defend themselves. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think any of them died in this fight either.
No, they didn't.
They kind of remind me of the Ewoks,
Oh, they are this year's.
Nah, Ewoks are freaking bloodthirsty, man. They're walking around wearing skeletons as armor. That's not these guys.
And we don't know how they were until Ezra showed up. Maybe he told them, okay, wait, hold up. Maybe we should be doing X, Y, and Z.
Nah,
why do you think they stay? People go out there and they don't come back. They're the reason why.
I don't think so. I do appreciate their tenacity in that fight, though, because for the most part they were trying to dodge, but then a couple of them would pop up every now and then, throw rocks, and hit them in the head like, catch this rock, bitch, and it totally helped them scattering people like that. I thought it was awesome.
Oh, the Nadi were holding it down. Ezra like talking to them like little kids, like, just get in there, we'll handle it. I was like, hey, what's going on? Oh, we got some other stuff to talk about that too. But it was also cool to see Sabine like just chill and be able to hang with her brother for a minute that she hasn't seen in ages. Like, she looked truly happy and at peace for once. Like, that was tight. But Ezra's like, I'm super happy to see you too, but getting home is kind of a big deal. So can we talk about it? Like, what's up, fandom? Did Sabine just think she was going to be able to yada yada it forever? Like, I mean, they're on a time crunch.
Nah, no yada yada. No, I would say for like what, maybe like an hour. But after that, let's go.
Right? It's like you keep trying to just put it
An
like it's
hour.
complicated. It's complicated. Well, I get it. It's complicated. I've been stuck out here in a different galaxy. That's complicated. But we need to talk about some things so I can get home. Let's go.
Does he know he has a son?
He doesn't have a son. The guy who trained him to be a Jedi, that's his son with Hera. It's him.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's Kanan's son. And yeah. Like, and the guy who trained Ezra is the dad, and then the girl who trained Kanan, who trained Ezra, was trained by Mace Windu. So they're all off the main Mace Windu chain. So they all tie back to him, and we all know Mace Windu got down because he would dabble in the dark side when it came to fighting and using lightsaber fights. And
Yeah,
stuff
the
like
vape pad.
That is a character I would love to have cameo. Like, come on, man, Samuel ain't doing shit, just hanging out in space anyway. So
Nobody found me alive. Let's go.
Exactly, right? Let's break down the family tree from Mace Windu. Bring him back. Oh,
might have been trying to come up with a plan.
I don't know. I think
what indication did you have of that?
Yeah, I think she was just stalling because she's like, oh yeah, the guy who you sent out here and been wasting your life out here for, yeah, he's the one that came to come get. So yeah, that's not gonna be a fun conversation. But Thrawn has the Night Sisters locate Ahsoka while Ahsoka tries to force text Sabine to locate her. And do you think like it was both sides being tapped into the Force at the same time that enabled the witches to find Ahsoka's location, or would they have been able to do it anyway, Phantom?
Nah, they were able to do it anyway. These witches seem like they're on a whole different level. In that place, in that planet, waiting to like get the hell out of here. Nah.
They probably would have been able to do it. They seem pretty clean. Like Thrawn didn't seem like he had any hesitation. He's like, find him. They're like, yep, no problem. When Baylan and Shin find Sabine and Ezra, Baylan tells her to go and kill them, then take her place in the new empire. She looked disgusted that he wasn't going to help. Like, she also put up zero resistance about splitting with her master. Like, we've been seeing them, like, for a few episodes now, kind of, she's seeming to be on a waning path and picking up. She's not really picking up what he's been putting down. So, did we see this coming? Like, was this breakup inevitable, AK?
Yes. I'm pretty sure I said when we first started at one point that she's going to break away from him. I think it could be some, switcheroo that maybe she will go over to the light side of the Force. Don't know, but I knew for sure she wasn't going to be staying with Baylan.
Yeah, and I don't think she's going to be coming over to the light side of the Force anytime soon because, yeah, we'll talk about it a little later. But when that fight came up and, like, when Ahsoka came up and she's like, give me your weapon. I can help you. And all you saw was like just she kind of raised the weapon and you just saw this little glow of red light. And then she turned and ran away. Like, I think that was letting them know she ain't ever coming to the bright side. She's going to stay dark and evil. She is all about the dark side of the Force.
I was very surprised that she even hesitated that little bit, though. That's why I think she's questioning where she really is.
Could be, absolutely. And it'll be exciting to see which way she shows up. Because at first I was kind of thinking, like I said I thought at last episode, like she's not going to join Ahsoka and Sabine, but the end, like what Baylan had said, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And so I thought they might hook up, like maybe Thrawn would end up killing Baylan, and Shin would hook up with these guys to try to get Thrawn to get payback for her master. But doesn't look like they're going to go in that direction.
What you just said, actually, where you brought up Mace Windu. I didn't know that he tapped into the dark side of the Force like that. Again, another good cameo idea. Put them two together.
That would be clean. That would be hella clean. So pitifully adorable when the Noti were like being chased and that one like broke out the slingshot. Like, what are you doing, little one? Like, just keep your ass inside and let the adults take care of this. Because you're
a slingshot in certain stories has taken down giants. You get in the right place.
That's true. But those giants weren't wearing armor. These ones are. Like, not helping. Oh, what's up, fandom? Where's Baylan said his path leads to a different place. Do we still have any idea yet where it's going? And again, why is it going to be to Bendu?
You just want to see the Bendu. That's one thing. And two, for like what? Ever since they landed on this damn planet, we've been like wondering back and forth, what the hell did this man want? They keep on saying, "Man, this title of the episode is Madness and Dreams." I thought, okay, we're gonna finally get a reveal, and still nothing. Damn it, not even a cliffhanger, and after damn credit scene. So hopefully, next week is the finale. Oh my gosh, it's pouring outside. It's the
Do
finale
you think
next week, and like, okay, they better give us a like, I don't know how long the episode is. Give us a good reason, like what this man has been doing this whole time. Because if we get a season 2, I'll love a season 2. But please explain and not just hint something and then give it to us in season 2.
Exactly. Jake says he took Shin was considering what Balin said about rushing to victory. That's why she stalled out and then maybe ran away. I like that, kind of having her masters
possibly.
I was trying to unite.
I was gonna say, do you think Balon is gonna get off that planet at all?
Yes.
How?
Yeah. I think the same way that Ahsoka and Sabine and Ezra are going to get off that planet. I think they're going to walk through the War of Worlds or the world between worlds. I really think that's what he's doing there. I think he's looking for a gate to the world between worlds, but I'm just hoping it's Bendu. Just go get Bendu. Like he is the ultimate, like in between, like good and evil, like right down the middle force user, and that seems to be the path that Balon's going on. So it just makes too much.
Find him in a cave, hidden behind some waterfall or something. Have Balon go in, like, Master, I found you.
No, he's going to be standing there. He's just hilarious. Balon's going to be tired since Ahsoka took his howler, and he's got to walk it out now. He's going to be all tired. He's going to sit against some rocks, and all of a sudden that rocks is going to start to move. He's going to be like, what? And it's going to just rise up. It's going to be sick Bendu under there, just like Groot.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Just like Groot in the end of I can't even think of them. The Guardians of the Galaxy, the last one, when Groot was all tied up in the extra scene, and he came up, big rock. That's exactly what Bendu is going to look like. But when did Sabine become such a bad shot? Like she was looking like a stormtrooper out there, just missing every mark. I was like, what was that all about? She used to be a like Deadeye shot. But I loved again how they showed like how the ridiculousness of just Ahsoka jumping out of a flying spacecraft and landing no problem. Like again, that's just so on brand for this character. Like I've said before, like in the Clone Wars, she and Anakin were literally jumping ship to ship like they were crossing rocks in a river. Like this is just
that's
so
her life.
Love
this was a cakewalk for her.
Exactly. So yeah, jumping out of a moving spacecraft, that's nothing. Yeah, it was the tie-ins that they do to the Clone Wars are amazing. Just those little hints. But when she lands and she runs into Balon, who is surprised and almost a little happy to see Ahsoka, like if she hadn't learned a new way in the world between worlds and had kept trying to fight him to the death, what do you think, AK? Would she have been able to beat him? Because he just flat out said, "You can't beat me." Is that true?
I mean, well, the Sith are always arrogant with their skills. Sometimes they can't back it up, and while I do think he has the moxie to back up a statement like that in this situation, I think Ahsoka would have gotten the upper hand.
Ahsoka's about that life, not with one, but two.
And there's a couple of times actually during that fight, I feel like she could have actually got him, but she didn't. And I wonder if that's by design. Yeah, that part. And then when she did like that quick turn, she could have caught him off the back of the legs, cut him in half, hitting his back, but she didn't. Right. And I'm wondering if that has to be by design, because I don't think they would have made it noticeable if it wasn't.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to kill him. She was just trying to get by him. Like, you're just an obstacle I need to pass. I'm not trying to end your life. So I like that. That was a tight little thing. But we got our answer about what was going to happen with the lightsaber. Sabine tried to give it back to Ezra, but he would not take it. He said, "It's yours now." But like when he wouldn't even what's that?
No, and I was going to let you finish, because this is the part that I'm mad about in this episode.
Like, yeah, it's like, so is he ever going to take that saber back, or is he going to try to build a new one, or is he just not need one now? He's like, the Force is my ally. I'm like, wait a minute. Like,
if the Force was your ally, if that was your weapon, why the hell didn't you Force push all these assholes over into a mountain already? Yeah. And then we see him shooting later, so obviously you still needed some extra physical weapon. Why would you not just dual wield Force on one hand and you got your lightsaber on the other? That makes no sense.
Yeah, like at least take a blaster. Like the Force is my ally. That's all I need. Yeah.
And we did see he's a much better shot than Sabine.
Right. Yeah, it's he's about that life. You should have seen him in Rebels. Like he was always getting in and out. But yeah, I mean, I don't care how good you are. It's always nice to have a backup plan. Take the blaster, kid. Come on. But especially when Shin showed up, I was like, Ezra, do you not see that lightsaber she's holding? Like you just got done force tossing multiple nomads. How are you just gonna try to run up on another Jedi and not be ready for that exact move? Like she tossed him like a ragdoll. Fandom. What was that about?
I don't know. Like this fight here, I was like, skip.
Oh, like, come on. Then he gets force push. Exactly. Like,
bro, exactly. How do you not prep for that? It doesn't make sense. You should have been ready with the counter right there. Like you can clearly see what she is.
Exactly. You're up here using the same move. You see what she's holding in her hand. Like obviously she might have some skills too, and you're just not even a little bit ready. Just running in all. Yeah, that was just dumb.
Like, do you want to make it home, Ezra? Because like you could have died a few times in this fight because you wanted to use just the Force, idiot.
But speaking of gangster Jedi moves, Ahsoka snaked Balan's howler clean. Like he came walking through that smoke. Like, wait, what? Looks like your path is going to continue on foot, sir.
Took his little wolf puppy. I was like, oh, damn.
I was like, now go find Bendu. Oh, man. It's not looking good for Ezra and Sabine. They're about to get lit up, but of course Ahsoka arrives just in time to blast the firing squad. I like how like now she knows what Shin is, so she didn't even bother to pull out her lightsaber on this time. She just used a force blast. Like, take a seat real quick. Like, I'll deal with you in a second. I was like, oh, that was nice. It was also nice to hear Thrawn like call this their first matchup, kind of letting the audience know that there will be many more to come. Like, well, yeah,
Season 2,
right? That's what I'm talking about.
We know what's coming.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to be able to wrap all this up in one episode. Like they're just setting up season 2 for sure, and I am here for it. Oh, he says like time is on his side, and he plans to keep it that way. Are Ezra and Sabine and Ahsoka definitely going to get left behind, like we were just saying? Like, will they even be able to return to like summon the whales to get back? Because I think after that minefield, the whales are staying away for a while.
If they want to be ballsy, we don't see them like return this season at all, and then there's like we're gonna find out how they return next season, and then it's gonna be us the entire time speculating how they're gonna come back.
Yeah, could be. I see that. I like that. Oh man, like I said, I think they're going to need to find the gateway to the world between worlds to get back home. I totally think that's what they're going to do. I think they already set it up, and that's where they're heading. But the bad guys get called back, and Ahsoka tells Sin to surrender her weapon. And like I said, like she said, she could help her, but I don't know. You think they're ever going to be on the same side, AK?
I'm sorry, who? Oh.
Shin, when Ahsoka said, Shin, give me your weapon, I can help you. And Shin just ended up running away. Like, you think?
I think the possibility's there. I really do.
Like I said, I don't know. Like, when she said, I can help you, like, and all we got was that little red flash of lightsaber, I think that was just letting us know, like, nope, Shin is on the path to the dark side. That is going to be that.
Yeah. I'm like 50.
I mean, you never know. You never know.
I'm on the fence. I'm on that fence. Because you still she's like hesitating and still asking questions. It's like she's not like definitive on like what side she truly wants. And even with Bayon, like we keep saying like, is he a Sith? But even then, it's like he said like, oh, I've seen this cycle again and again. He wants to like break this wheel and do something entirely different. I will
break the wheel.
So it's like, who knows?
That'd be pretty sick. Yeah, Bendu is absolutely about balance. He's not on the dark side or the light side. He's just right down the middle. So I don't know. I don't know if Balan's trying to unite it, so much unite who's out there already, more than I think he's just ready to start a different way. He just wants to start a new way, let everybody else do their thing, but he wants to start a new path and get a bunch of Shins out there. A bunch of Bendus walking that middle line, because the Jedi are not perfect. And that's what you see.
No, not at all.
By the time of the end of the Clone Wars, you realize that the Jedi are more times than not are on the absolute wrong side of things. So,
the shit is faulty.
I kind of love that. I love that. But speaking of Shin's path, the troopers flew away and Shin rode off on her howler. Like, is she going to ride back to the tower or is she going to try to go find her master, Phantom?
I hope she doesn't go back to the tower, because who the hell can she trust in a freaking tower?
Yeah, Thrawn was already ready to kill you.
And two, just the way how they say, oh, this is where we like depart. I'm like, is this like the final depart? until like she's able to like complete her mission or what?
Right. So that's what I'm like. Are they going to hook back up? But I don't know. He said, old boy said their paths are going to differ now. Go take your spot in the Empire. But yeah, will she even have a spot in the Empire the way Thrawn's going? Because Thrawn does not seem to be a fan. Or is Thrawn just not a fan of Balon and doesn't really care either way about shit?
A means to an end.
Yeah. Like you said, the only thing
and his
is getting back.
His upload is almost done, so she might not even get back in time to catch the ship.
Then back out on the fighting field, it was nice to see Ahsoka not come down too hard on Sabine. Like I thought she was going to be like, girl, but like she said, I thought
she's learning. She's learning too.
Well, I mean, that kind of made me feel the same way I think like Ahsoka felt right then and there. Like she just looked her right in her eyes and was like, I thought you were dead. Like, what was I to do? I had nothing left. There was nothing more for me to do. It's not like she was going to be able to beat Balon's skull anyway. Yeah. So she was pretty much doomed regardless. So, but the only thing she didn't do was destroy the map when she was supposed to. She couldn't let her brother just be lost out there forever, man. She had to go save Ez. Speaking of Ezra, I got some questions because Ezra smashing that female Lodi out there because they stayed holding hands till the end of the episode, and
a little bit too long. I mean,
I'm like, is he fucking this turtle creature? Like, I see why they're called the naughty now. Just straight.
Look, you see,
I like him green.
How all these species be intermixing in show. Actually, we'll start with the original Star Trek. James Kirk. If James Kirk were on par with Robert Baratheon, this dude has literally made the 8 all around the galaxy. No, galaxies. Multiple times. It's no secret how much Playboy Kirk is. And he's not screwing just humans. So, I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. He was out there for some years, man. You know, the man got needs. No judgment.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's out there. He needs to do it. But I was like, he's really out here smashing on these turtle creatures. Like, God dang. I get it. Lonely, but woo, that's a step. That is a step beyond that thing. Oh, I was dying. Did you get that fandom? Like, were you thinking anything like that? Like, they're holding hands for a long time.
Nah, I didn't think that at all.
Your mind didn't take it there?
No, there's some friends, maybe they're just like holding hands, you know?
Just friends and holding hands.
It's possible.
They just came through a trying situation and made it out alive and just happy to still be here, and let's just hold hands and kumbaya. Okay, I don't know. That just holding hands that long just took it to another level.
It does make you side eye a little bit, though.
I was like, he is smashing that little green bot. Like, what? He's getting his turtle love on. Oh, but regardless, he gets a feeling that he will indeed be going home. So I guess somehow they're going to find a way. What's up, fandom? What do we think of this episode?
I'll say it was a 6.
6? You weren't the biggest fan of this one?
Nah, it was all right. But like I said, it was like a blink of an eye. I'm like, what the hell just went down? Yeah. Did I miss anything? Hold up.
Just like Only Murder is the same way. Like, you're blinking, it's over. Like, that's when you know it's a good one.
Yeah.
It was just too quick. He said, no, our hero is sleeping with a turtle. Absolutely. He is with the naughty, and that's why they call him naughty.
Man, you don't know his life. Don't judge him.
Hey, I'm not mad. I'm just like, woo, that's an interesting one right there. Like, how did that occur? Like, how did that come? Oh, man. How about you, AK? What do you think about this episode?
I liked it. I'm going to go with a solid 8.25. The action was great. We didn't make a whole heck of a lot of progress, but all of the tie-ins that we needed to have were here. You know, so when the new parties are formed, people will separate and go off on their own side quests, and I'm still very interested in seeing what comes next.
Yeah, I'd have given it about a 7, but the C-3PO cameo alone puts it up to an 8.
All right.
I was here for it. How rude. I was like, oh, hell no. They did not. They did not. I was so stoked. Oh, but we got just a couple of 5 quick trivia questions. See if anybody remembers anything about this episode. If you do know the answers, write them in the chat box. If you're watching later, put them in the comment section down below. What senator spoke up to save Hera from the council?
Repeat it?
What senator spoke up to save Hera from the council?
Senator Leia Organa.
I forgot she was a freaking senator. Yeah.
Senator Leia came to save the day.
I wonder will they ever like touch the fact that she is like the daughter of Vader and see how that like changes everything.
Good, good. But then again, I mean, back in these days, nobody knew that. So I mean, somebody.
Because I know in the books they did touch like on that, and then they really almost ostracized her from the Senate because of it.
Oh wow.
I don't think they should give her that much flack because she been out here fighting a good fight for years.
But it's that
So
fear.
just because you find out who her dad is,
Yeah.
how do you?
Yeah, it's
How you just
absurd.
use only that?
Could run in the bloodlines. That's a serious bloodline. Like that's not.
But
just
yeah,
nobody,
I mean,
that's
true
all
enough.
people. Like we're talking midichlorian counts and all sorts of stuff.
Man, the force is strong with their family.
Mm-hmm. What was Senator Organa's other title?
I almost want to say general, but
she was a general. That could have been later on.
Was she? I mean, princess.
General, yeah. What was Senator Organa's other title?
Captain.
It's kind of a deep cut. They said, as this title, it's like you should not have been taking votes with me about all this. So I'm going to go ahead.
Oh yeah. But, damn it!
Next time we're going to have problems, Mr. Ziono.
Yeah, it's something very specific. Yeah, there it is. I think Jake just got it. Yeah, leader of the defense council.
He nailed it. Of course he did.
Yeah, she's basically the head of the military intelligence that's putting out all the commands.
Like how y'all
make that was fucking disrespectful. Why y'all drop her from the convo like that?
Right? Because they knew. Like, hey, I'm supposed to be making this decision. I know you're not taking this vote without me. So yeah, he shut his mouth real quick when she dropped that on him. How many training videos did Anakin make for Ahsoka?
20.
20 or more, absolutely. Look, man was ready for that one. I know that one's coming. Oh, what did Ezra hear Zeb was doing these days? And yeah, Jake, that was dope. We got a Zeb call out. My man, best character out of Rebels. What did
isn't he currently like no, isn't he like fighting? Isn't he like a starfighter or part of the army, whatever? The homeboy Mandalore. I forgot the
Is he a pilot?
There's a name for it.
Yeah. Well, there's something he's doing.
Unless he's not doing it.
Is he? Did they hire him?
Oh, there we go.
There it is. Yeah, I was about to say, is he a trainer?
Training recruits, absolutely. And last but not least, what was Balon's parting lesson for Shin?
If you try to move too quickly into victory, that means you're going to fail. Or something of like that. I was ad-libbing.
We're going to give it to you. Ad-lib, good enough. Verbatim, it is impatience for victory will guarantee defeat. Close enough. You got it. You nailed it. We're there. You guys are all on top of this one. And that is Ahsoka Part 7. I cannot believe we only have one episode left.
One more. Oh, what are we doing next?
Loki.
Loki, yes, Loki, indeed.
Coming through. So that starts on the 8th. So yeah, this one's down. Like Loki's going to pipe right back up, and Loki's going to be up and running.
Do you? Never mind. We can talk about that backstage.
Absolutely. So that's going to do it for us. Man, Ahsoka, I am here for it. We only have one more episode. I don't know if I would call this like the greatest penultimate episode. Like it wasn't like the most action and like all that, but I liked it. It was here for it. Like I said,
but it had Nazi.
It had the C-3PO cameo, and that was enough for me. I give it one.
Okay, might I do a plug, good sir?
Absolutely, get it in.
All right. If you guys, for any of you guys watching Foundation, me and the cousin Funda have been going through season 1. On Sunday, we will wrap season 1 with episodes 9 and 10 discussion, and then we will be back not this coming Thursday, but Thursday after, for season 2, episodes 1 and 2 discussion. So if you like Foundation, check it out. If you've never heard of it, go look it up. It's on Apple Plus, and it's a really good show. Yeah. Especially if you like space things. It's very, very awesome.
Got to check it out. Look into it. Put that one on the list. Sure. Oh man, but that's gonna do it for us. You guys doing the trivia tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. No, I think we're actually off this Friday, and next week will be Jackbox. Actually. Oh, and I believe I have a thing on Monday. I want to say yes. The Wheel of Time. me, Meeks, and Lady D would be on my channel, cutting up, talking about these awesome Aes Sedai and all of the fuckery of the dragon. Come join us.
Jay Cruz said he's going to figure out a way to watch it and be there. I hope everybody else gets a chance to do that too. And I also hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week. And it only gets better from here. And until we see you next one for the finale of Only Murders in the Building, you guys have an absolutely amazing weekend. Take care.